I'm Kate Anderson, one of the finance team here at Northaven Church. Today I'm here with Olivia Kunis, who's director at Peritas Financial, which is a financial planning firm that provides tax, estate, and investment planning for their clients. Olivia and I are going to talk today about charitable giving, and specifically how you can make a gift to Northaven or another charity using assets you might already own, like marketable securities and IRAs, versus having to take money out of your bank account to satisfy a pledge or make a gift. And Olivia's firm has helped us in the past. Their founder, Bonnie Grizz, has provided assistance with previous seminars we've done on investment and estate planning. So I'm going to start out with Olivia, asking her to tell us about making a gift with marketable securities.
Most people who have a non-retirement account might own mutual funds or stocks in that account that have appreciated significantly, especially during the steep stock market appreciation of the last couple of years. If you have a stock that's appreciated a lot, you would have an unrealized gain that upon selling the stock would trigger a capital gains tax. If you have a highly appreciated stock and a charitable gift that you would like to make, you could transfer that appreciated mutual fund or stock to the charity to satisfy that charitable gift. Instead of having to sell the security and recognize a capital gain, you could transfer the mutual fund or stock in kind to the church or other charity of your choice, allow them to liquidate it and use it for their needs. 3 benefits of transferring the stock or mutual fund in kind are: 1, you avoid paying the capital gains tax; 2, you get a charitable deduction as part of your itemized deductions; and 3, you diversify away from that position. For example, if you purchased Microsoft stock 10 years ago, you would have earned 28.74% annualized appreciation in that period. Now your position in Microsoft is much bigger and maybe too concentrated for your portfolio. You could choose to transfer some shares of Microsoft to the church to satisfy your charitable gift for the year, avoid paying capital gains tax, and diversify your portfolio.
That sounds like a great plan, Olivia, for people who are in that situation. And just so everyone knows, if you are considering doing that, the church has a Schwab account set up for the purpose of receiving your stock or mutual fund. So please contact Mindy in our church office or myself or Leighton Weiss, and we will give you the instructions on how to make that transfer, and then you will give that information to your investment advisor and they can get it done for you. So now, Olivia, I'd love to talk to you about IRAs. I know there's a lot of people here at the church who have an IRA. Many of them are in a situation now where they're required to take an annual distribution. And I've heard there's some advantages to using that distribution for a charitable gift. So can you tell us about that?
Great. So if you have a retirement account and you're over the age of 72, you're probably familiar with the required minimum distribution, the minimum amount that you have to take out per the IRS's rules. That distribution is taxed as ordinary income at your highest marginal tax rate. One option that you have is to distribute directly from that required minimum distribution to a charity up to $100,000. This is called a qualified charitable distribution and directly lowers your taxable income. You don't also get a charitable deduction as part of this plan, but you are able to lower your total taxable income. This is a really good option for people who do not itemize their deductions, who might not otherwise get benefit for their charitable contributions on their tax return.
That sounds like a great idea. Olivia, is there any paperwork that someone would have to do with whoever is holding their IRA to make that type of gift?
Yes, and you should talk to your investment professional about satisfying your required minimum distribution using a qualified charitable distribution. I'm sure they would be happy to assist with that.
Okay, Olivia. Olivia. This has all been great information, and let's wrap it up today by telling people a little bit about donor-advised funds. They've been around for a while, but I don't know how many people are familiar with them, and I've heard that they're a really great way for people to who want to make lots of charitable gifts to keep everything kind of in one bucket and then be able to make gifts as they're ready to. So could you tell us about that?
Of course. A donor-advised fund is a new account that you would open in your name, and they're available at several different custodians. Fidelity has them, Schwab has them, Vanguard has them. It's sometimes called a charitable giving account, and what it does is enables you to transfer appreciated securities, like we spoke about earlier, or cash into an account that is earmarked to only go to 501c3 charities. It offers you the flexibility to then distribute to multiple different charities over whatever time frame you are comfortable with. Some people use a donor-advised fund to prepay their charitable contributions in 1 year that they might have high ordinary income and want to receive a greater tax deduction. It's also beneficial for receiving appreciated securities like mutual funds or stocks. There's some restrictions on a donor-advised fund, so if you think it might be suitable for you or your family, I recommend speaking with your investment professional to determine if it's a good fit.
Thank you, Olivia. This has been very informative. And if there's anything that interested you today and you would like further information, please feel free to call me or Leighton Weiss or Mindy in our church office, and we can provide you with any additional information you might need.